rules were unbreakable. They said England would never bend tradition for anyone. But then came a fast bowler so dangerous, so irresistible, that the ECB rewrote its own laws, just to unleash him on the world. That bowler was Jofra Archer. A name that still sends shivers down spines. A cricketer who emerged from Barbados with raw pace, deadly accuracy, and ice in his veins. And the moment England fast-tracked him into their squad, cricket would never be the same again. Born on April 1, 1995, in Bridgetown, Barbados, Jofra Archer had cricket running through his veins. His father, Frank Archer, was English, and through him, Jofra carried a British passport. But his first steps were not in English whites. He represented the West Indies under-19 back in 2013. By then, whispers were already spreading about this wiry fast bowler who could consistently hit speeds most players only dream of. But injuries threatened to derail him early, relentless back troubles held him back. Still, Archer's hunger burned. And when he moved to England in 2015, his destiny began to take shape. It didn't take long for Archer to announce himself. In 2016, he broke into Sussex's first-class side, playing all three formats. With the ball, he claimed 35 wickets, and with the bat, he smashed a fighting 72 on debut against Essex. That was just the beginning. The following season, Archer exploded, 61 wickets at just over 25 in the championship. Sussex finished fourth, and the cricketing world finally woke up. A new storm was brewing in England. At that point, though, there was a problem. By law, Archer would not be eligible to play for England until 2022, a painful wait of 7 years of residency. But his talent was too rare, too valuable. And in a moment of extraordinary drama, the ECB bent their own rules, reducing the residency requirement to 3 years. This decision changed everything. Because suddenly, on the eve of the 2019 World Cup, Jofra Archer was eligible. And the cricketing world was about to witness something unforgettable. With just 3 ODIs under his belt, Archer was thrown into the fire of a home World Cup. Pressure? Nerves? None of it mattered. He delivered 20 wickets in the tournament. And then came that fateful night at Lord's. The final against New Zealand. Scores tied. A super over. England turned to the man who had barely played international cricket. Jofra Archer. The world held its breath. He started nervously, even conceding a wide. But in those final deliveries, he held his nerve. He delivered the most important over in England's cricket history. The game tied again. But England, thanks to the boundary rule, lifted their first ever World Cup. Archer, barely 24, had become a legend. The glory didn't end there. Just weeks later, Archer made his Test debut against Australia at Lord's. What followed was pure theatre. His speeds touched 96 miles per hour. His bouncers rattled the best. One struck Steve Smith, forcing him off with concussion. Another floored Marnus Labuschagne. By the end of the series, Archer had 22 wickets, including stunning 6 force at Headingley and the Oval. England had found their X-factor. Australia had found their nightmare. But there was a cost. At Mount Maunganui in late 2019, Archer bowled 42 overs in a single innings on a dead pitch. The toll on his body was brutal. Niggles became injuries. Injuries became operations. By 2021, he had gone under the knife multiple times for his elbow. Then came the hammer blow, a stress fracture in his back. For nearly 2 years, Archer was gone from international cricket. England feared the story might be over before it had even begun. But Jofra Archer was not finished. In early 2023, he finally returned to white ball cricket. Against South Africa, he produced a career-best 6 for 40 in an ODI. The pace was back. The bite was back. And in 2024, he played all 8 of England's matches in the T20 World Cup in the USA and West Indies, finishing with 10 wickets. Though England fell in the semi-finals to India, Archer had proven his body could still withstand the demands of the biggest stage. Archer's IPL journey has been just as dramatic. In 2018, Rajasthan Royals snapped him up for 7.2 crore. He repaid them instantly with fiery spells and a reputation as one of the league's most feared bowlers. Across 3 seasons with RR, he took 46 wickets at just over 21 apiece, and was crowned MVP of IPL 2020. But injuries struck again. Elbow surgery ruled him out of 2021. Despite being unavailable, Mumbai Indians paid 8 crore for him in 2022, a gamble that didn't pay off, as he missed the entire season. In 2023, he made his Mumbai Indians debut, but lasted just 4 games before his elbow flared up again. He even flew to Belgium mid-season to consult a specialist. Eventually, he was ruled out. By 2024, the ECB pulled him out entirely to protect his fitness. And then came 2025, a turning point. Archer returned to the IPL auction, and Rajasthan Royals, the team where it all began, went all in with 12.50 crore. The prodigal pacer was back. Now 30 years old, Archer is not just a cricketer, he's a story of resilience, risk, and redemption. A man who has already delivered England their first World Cup, already terrorized the greatest batsman, and already conquered the IPL spotlight. Every time Jofra Archer runs in with the ball, the world stops and watches. Because with Archer, anything can happen. He can break bats, break stumps, and even break history itself. This is the Daily Over. If you enjoyed this journey into Jofra Archer's rise, fall, and return, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the Daily Over, and hit the bell icon.